what a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Blue Devils will boot it away to start the game. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that. So Clemson's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
He'll pull it down and run. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Shakes off the defender. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Steps away.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Just when they're looking run, now up top. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. The Tigers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Makes the pass. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it.
Under pressure, and down. down he goes at the 33. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that could get after the quarterback, that played relentless, those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson and big-time success.
Under fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He breaks the tackle.
Man, this defense is so athletic in their front seven. They're able to fight off the blocks on that third down screen play, make the tackle, now setting up fourth down.
First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those first part of that drive what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5.
There he goes. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration. Tackle for loss.
With the catch, it's Moore. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Snagged out of the air. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.